G'day everyone and welcome back to Weekly Rush, a series where I show you all the fastest and most effective ways to complete all the weekly challenges in Fortnite. This is part 2 of week 2 in chapter 4 season 3 where the second part of the Transformer challenges are out. If you haven't seen part 1 where we cover the regular weekly challenges, the video is in the card or in the description below. Without further ado, let's get started with the list of challenges. Deal 200 damage to your opponents while being in a vehicle or mounted. Destroy up to 350 objects with explosive, destroy 10 supply drones at hotspots, drive a vehicle within 20 seconds of landing from the bus, and drive 3 different vehicles in a single match. So let's drop into game 1, obviously in 0 builds for less sweaty players, and we are landing at Drift Ridge. Here we can easily complete the drive a vehicle within 20 seconds of landing and drive 3 different vehicles in a single match. Then while you're here, if you do find 2 enemies, deal 200 damage to your opponents while being in a vehicle or mounted can be easily done too. Once you easily complete those 3 challenges, try to loot the surrounding area as much as you can for grenades and the Cybertron cannon. The destroy objects with explosive challenge is going to get really hard, since grenades barely does damage to builds now due to a nerf last season, and the Cybertron cannon is not super easy to find. Thankfully though, that grenades are pretty common, so you can always chuck them around when you find them. I recommend you throw them at furniture that can easily break in one pickaxe hit, or at pre-weakened walls that you damaged. I did try other forms of explosives such as a kinetic boomerang detonate, fireflies, the gas station, the pod plants, but the only other form of explosive that counts are gas stations. But since you can only explode them once a game and they are not everywhere, it's not a super effective way to complete the challenge. But this doesn't mean you should ignore them. If you come across one, give it a few shots and it'll progress your challenge a bit for you. Otherwise, just run out as many grenades as possible and destroy as many weak furniture as possible. And once you find the Cybertron cannon, it's easy mode from there. Then the final challenge is to destroy supply drones at hotspots. This challenge requires you to be at a POI at the start of the game, so I won't suggest going for it until you get into game 2. Once you drop into game 2, try to your best to find a good long range weapon. Sit in a good vantage point and fire away. You most likely will need to take 2 games to do this, as there usually isn't 10 supply drones for you to shoot, and if there is, other people will be going for it too. Again, after completing the destroy supply drones challenge, continue looting and find grenades and the Cybertron cannon. I cannot express enough how tedious this challenge is due to the nerf of grenades, so you really have to be using every single grenade in your arsenal until you find a Cybertron cannon. And then after that is all the Transformer challenges is done. I know this is a shorter video, the list of challenges was not that long and we finished over half of them within 2 minutes of landing. Again, if you haven't seen the part 1 of week 2 where we complete the regular weekly challenges, the video will be in the card and in the description down below. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos like this, and I see you all in next week's Weekly Rush.